Right, okay, so it's been a while since I was doing any type of vlogging, but I'm sort of feeling a little bit better. If you've been following me on Twitter, then you'll know that I am stuffed up with flu or whatever the virus or bug is that's going around at the moment. So, but today I am feeling, not necessarily looking, but feeling about 200% better than I did on Monday and Tuesday of this week. So let's get going. I am doing let me just get it on my computer, the Holly Jolly holiday tag, which I first saw on Anna Brim's YouTube channel. And there's a list of 20 questions, which are obviously all very much related to the festive period. So whilst I am sitting in my kitchen, as you can see, and I'm just waiting for some sausages to cook for my lunch, then I thought I'd rattle through these questions fairly quickly. So, question number 1, favourite Christmas movie? Without a doubt, that has to be Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, for a variety of reasons. I just think it's brilliant. And the sentimental bit where Clark is locked in the loft and he goes through the old videos of his family is just a beautiful scene. So yeah, I really like that one. It's extremely funny as well. Number 2, are you on the naughty list or the nice list? I'd like to think I'm on both. I don't want to be on one or the other, but maybe you should decide. Do you think I'm on the naughty list or the nice list? Number 3, show us an embarrassing Christmas card photo. We don't do Christmas card photos. I think that's a very American question. I think it's filtering into the UK now, but no, we don't do Christmas card photos. Have you ever had a white Christmas? Right, I can't remember. I think it snowed the first year we lived in Blackburn, which was I think it was about 9 or 10 years. It was 10 years ago, so that was 2004, because we had friends round for Christmas lunch, and I remember that they were panicking that they wouldn't be able to get home because the snow had just started falling. So prior to that, you always seem to remember white Christmases as a kid, but I'm not sure there ever were many of them. So, excuse me a minute. Oh, God. I'm not sure there were many of them, but there was always snow in the winter. I think we tend to get it around January or even February in the UK. Question number 5. Where do you usually spend your holiday? We usually spend our holiday at home. We have a tradition where it is family only Christmas Day. That has been since day one. And then Boxing Day, we've always had an open house. Now, when we lived over in Preston, it was open house to friends, family, anybody who wanted to turn up, just drop in, bring a bottle, we'd put some food on. With us living out of town now, it is generally just, it's turned into ourselves and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and my nephew, which is now set in stone, and it is proper O'Hara family tradition. More of that in a minute. Number 6, play or sing your favourite Christmas song. Not sure I actually have one. Do you know what? There's I've got a blog post, I'll link it down below, that's gone up today, and it's got a few of my bizarre Christmas clips from YouTube, which I really enjoy. Go over there and see if you really want me to come back and sing a Christmas song for you, because I don't think you will, but it's hilarious, so go and have a look. Number 7, do you open any presents on Christmas Eve? No. What's the point? I mean, the whole point of Christmas Day is for gift giving, as well as the usual types of celebrations. It's for gift giving and everything else, so no, there's not really much point in doing anything on Christmas Eve. It sort of takes out a lot of the fun out of it. So the answer to that is no. Can you name all of Santa's reindeer? Okay, because of the song, yes, I can. So it's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, oh, Vixen, Comet, to Cupid, Donder, Blitzen, oh, and that's what I would do. But then everybody always forgets Rudolph. So Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, Blitzen, Rudolph. 9, there you go. Which holiday tradition are you most looking forward to this year? That has to be the aforementioned O'Hara Boxing Day party. It's not, we don't do a lot on we don't do anything spectacular. It's just a good excuse to sit down, catch up with family and have a bit of a drink because we very rarely see them. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? I'll take you to show you. It is very fake. It's not got the lights on at the moment. But we have had this Christmas tree for 15 years now. It was an absolute bargain in a shop. I think it was 25 quid 15 years ago. And I'll switch the light on. It was 25 quid 15 years ago. Oh, that's better. Should have started again. 25 quid 15 years ago. How many times have I said that now? Do you know it was 25 quid 15 years ago? And it's like a metal pole that goes up the middle and then you lock all the branches onto it. And it never lets us down. It stands up stone. It's actually lashed to the windowsill because it is a little bit rickety. But it's still doing its job. We love it. Hands down. What's your all-time favourite holiday food and holiday sweet treat? I love Christmas cake and mince pies. Nobody else in the house likes them that much, so I get to eat them all. Be honest, do you like giving gifts or receiving gifts better? Both, really. I mean, it's lovely to see, especially with having children and grandchildren, it's lovely to see faces when they open the presents. But of course, who doesn't want to receive gifts? So I've no idea what I'm getting this year. If I'm getting anything, let's go back to the naughty or the nice list and we'll catch up with that after Christmas. Show us your tackiest Christmas attire. For example, a sweater. I don't have... Oh, yes, I do. Hang on. Let's go and find this. It's actually on the wall. This, if you can see it here, is an elf hat that was given to me a couple of years ago. So I occasionally wear that when we go out. It's got ears on the side of it. It's quite cool, actually. But we decided that we weren't going out this year, I don't think, so it's hung up as a decoration. But it's quite convenient if I do want to just grab it when I go out. What would be your dream place to visit for the holiday season? Somewhere hot. I don't know, though, because I do like being at home over Christmas. I'm a bit torn about that one. I'd like to go somewhere hot. I'd like to do something one-off, but I would like all my children to be grown up and with their own families if I ever decided to go away. And because we've still got two at home, and my oldest child and my grandchildren literally live 2 minutes away, everybody convenes at our house, so it really probably wouldn't be the same. Actually, thinking about that, we went out for Christmas dinner one year, years and years ago before I met my husband. I think it was only about 12 or 13. And it was to give my mum a year off, and my granddad paid for dinner for the whole family at a nice posh restaurant a couple of towns away. And whilst it was lovely, and I know my mum really enjoyed it, it really didn't feel the same. And my dad couldn't have a drink because he had to drive home. And yeah, it was nice though. But no, I think we're all home birds here, so we'd be at home. Does your family have a special holiday recipe you like to help make? Not really. I do a trifle, and my mum always did the trifle and always presented us with one at Christmas for us to eat. I have her trifle bowl here in the cupboard, so I always do trifle in that. Nothing spectacular, no secret recipes, just a nice trifle for everyone to dig into. What's next? Are you a Are you a pro-present wrapper, or do you fail miserably? I'm a tidy present wrapper. I like things to look neat. I'm not super pedantic about it, but I do like presents to look as though they've been wrapped by a 42-year-old woman and not a 3-year-old toddler. What's next? Most memorable holiday moment. I have written about this on my blog. It's really bizarre. I'm actually going to repost all these Christmas stories next week. So look out for a blog post called The Posts of Christmas Past, because they are all on my blog, but I'm going to collate them into one post. But my son, my middle child, is now 21. He'd been misbehaving for months, and he was a right little shitbag. And we threatened him with all sorts, and we actually said, did you know that if you're a naughty boy, Father Christmas will only bring you socks and underpants? So he sort of latched onto this, but it didn't cure the bad behaviour or anything. So Christmas morning came round, we jokingly put the top present on his pile as socks and underpants. So he opened them, and he was really distraught, and I felt a little bit guilty. And I just said, oh, look, it's just a warning. Just open another present, and I'm sure Father Christmas will have seen that you've been a really good boy on some occasions. So he picked one up from my dad, and my dad had also bought him, as part of his present, socks and underpants. Sorry, I'm laughing. The poor child was distraught and wouldn't open another Christmas present for about an hour. So yeah, that was a fun Christmas. Cruel mother alert, sorry. What made you realise the truth about Santa? Weirdly, I was never told. I think it just is a realisation in us all. But we always keep the magic. Of course, we always keep the magic. Do you make New Year's resolutions, and do you stick to them? I always make resolutions. Days to relax, just having a drink. And you see, the thing is, it's not, we don't do anything major, we don't do anything special. We go out for drives, and we go visit people sometimes, and so it's just because everyone's so chilled and so relaxed and so nice, and everybody knows that we're going to be at home, so people come and visit us too. It's nice. I mean, we've always said that Christmas is for the kids and New Year's for the adults. So Christmas is family time, and we go out and party New Year. So there you go. So those were my, oh God, what was it called again? I have no idea what this is called. Jolly Holly holiday tag questions. I'll link all the questions down below. Please feel free to answer them. Give me a shout if you've done it, and I'll come over and have a listen and have a watch. My